everybody, welcome new and old viewers. We've had a few new subscribers, so I thought we'd start off with a little roundup of who I am, where I am. So my name's Diane, I am Yewtree.yarncraft. I live in Walsall in the West Midlands with my partner Richard. No animals, well, Richard's got a dog but he still lives at his mum's, so anyway. Yeah, it's Thursday the 6th of May. Sun is shining for a change. We've been off work this week and this is the first proper sunny day that we've had. So yeah, we should be out walking really, shouldn't we? Right, where can you find me? I think I forgot this completely last time. I just kind of fumbled and bumbled and mumbled my way through the last one, so let's start off properly, shall we? Right, you can find me on Ravelry as Didi01. You can find me on Instagram as Yewtree.yarncraft, Facebook as well, as Yewtree.yarncraft. Not too active on there. Kind of everything that I put onto Instagram migrates its way over to Facebook, so yeah, so that's the introductions. We also now have an email address, which is Yewtree.yarncraft@gmail.com. so you can message me questions, or just if you want to chit chat, send me your projects. And I really like looking at and seeing all of your makes as well, see what you do with your yarns. So yeah, so as I said, yes, 59 years on this mortal coil this week and it feels a lot longer. No, it doesn't actually. It feels like it's gone really quickly. I don't know if anybody else is the same, but I cannot believe where the years have gone. For grown-up children, it's unbelievable where the years have gone. 59 years and I still feel 18 inside, but the body tells you different, doesn't it? Anyway, FOs, I have one FO this week, and it is the Zweig. Woo! Can we have a round of applause? Whee! And it has been a long time coming. Let's do it, see if we can do it that way. So if you remember, I was stuck on Sleeve Island for a very long time, but we have sleeves modifications that I've done to the pattern. So I've just popped this little bit of pattern here around the, I think it's about 2 inches from the edge, 2 inches from the end of the sleeve there. And the pattern that's up on the top there, I did say that I was going to put down on the bottom, which I've done. And I love it. It's absolutely beautiful. It did stretch a little bit, which is why I just made the medium one instead of the, did I make medium? I can't even remember now without looking. Let's put it on and see. You can see where we are with it. There we go. Let's get myself right. I should have just put it on, shouldn't I? But it's a bit warm today to be sitting here with it on, you see. So I thought, well, I've got it right around. It looks better without the top underneath, but you get the idea. You get the idea. Yeah, that's what it looks like on. And I absolutely love it. I've wore it to death since I finished. And there's the, ribbon. I didn't think these would look very good, but once they were blocked out, all the laces opened up and all of the little X's have opened up. So yeah, I'm loving that. absolutely love it. It's taken long enough to knit. Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, it's taken me a long time to knit, but I absolutely adore it, and I'm sure I'm going to get lots and lots and lots of wear out of it. So I couldn't sit in here in it all through the podcast today though, so hence the reason I didn't put it on. But yeah, absolutely love it. It's a fantastic pattern. If you like lace work, it's excellent. I will make another one of these. I've got in mind of making blue, like a blue variegated, something like that with the I've got quite a bit of this yarn left. I think I've got about 50 grams of this one left, and I've got about 30 grams of the ginger ale Ducky Darlings, both Ducky Darlings yarns. The lighter one was buttermilk, and they're absolutely gorgeous. I love her yarn, absolutely love it. It's brilliant. Ginger ale, yeah, ginger ale is the other one. But you can look back on the videos because it's been in almost every video for quite some time. But yeah, that is the Zweig. What else can I say about that? Didn't make any other modifications, I don't think. No, I didn't take anything out, add anything in. Just change the pattern a little bit at the bottom because that went to, oh, I didn't put the X's on. I started the X's on the sleeves, and then I thought, oh, I hate doing sleeves anyway, so I thought, well, if I can just go round and round and round, it's going to go a bit quicker. So I did start, and then I left them there, and then I just did the same on the other side just to even it up. But I love it. Beautiful. So that is my one and only finished object, but it's finished. Ta-da! Okay, whips. We have, let's have a look at these first. So I'm doing Stephen West shawl. I haven't really done anything more to it. I'm doing the schmocket. Well, let's take it out of the bag. I think I showed you this on the last one. The schmocket by Stephen West. Gorgeous pattern. Smocket, not schmock. Where did I get schmock from? And I'm doing it in Lay Family Yarns, Superwash Merino, 25% nylon and 75% superwash. And there's nothing more I can say about that really. I haven't worked on it at all since the last time you saw it, which I am doing it in 3 different yarns. So I think I touched on these yarns last time, so I ain't going to go through all of the yarns, but I know 2 of them are going to be Lay Family, Tiger Eye, and the other one is For the Love of Yarn. Yeah, I said I weren't going to go through them, but that's as far as I've got so far. But yeah, it's going to be lovely. It's going to be lovely, and it's so soft. So soft, it's gorgeous. And my other whip it's living in the same bag. Oh, I'm all of a tiz today. What's going on? What's going on? It's our extra year. Oh dear. Right. So again for this one, I've done a little bit more since you last saw it. I think I'd only just cast on last time, so I've done a little bit more, and I'm at this stage now where I need to start picking up on the front on each side for the front. So you knit it over, and it is, sorry, it's the linen top by Samantha sorry if I'm butchering your name, Stadter. Doesn't that look lovely? I'm not doing it in linen, I'm doing superwash merino. Again, 25.75, and that is in the hot chocolate colourway from La Family Yarn again. And I've ordered another 2 of these from her because I love the colour, but I know I'm not going to have enough, so I think she's going to dye me up 2 more, which is part of a different story for later. So yeah, loving that. Can't wait to get that off the needles actually. I'm loving that colour, and with the lace on the front, and that's going to be beautiful. I'm imagining that will be quite a quick knit, but I'm not going to knit any more at the minute because, as I said, Kelly's dyeing me another 2 skeins, so I'm going to have to alternate, because that was a skein that Richard bought for me in my Christmas advent, and I knew I wouldn't have enough, so hence ordering another 2 from Kelly, and those are living in my Yarndale bag. Can't wait to go to Yarndale this year. It seems such a long way away, but it'll come around so quick. So if anybody else is going to Yarndale, let me know. We can meet up, have a little yarny army party. Right. Excuse me. Right, my second whip is living in my sheepy's bag. And you know me and sleeves by now, we just do not get on. We don't get on, but I'm making some progress. Again, I think this is another one I'm going to run out of yarn for. I've had 2 skeins, and it is ice. It's called ice. No, it's not ink. No, it was ice. Was it ice? No, it was ink. This was the one where she sent the wrong ball band. No, I only had 2. Anyway, it's for the love of yarn. It's either ink or ice. And this is as far as I am at the minute. So you've seen it up to that point in its glory. And now I've started the sleeves. So we've got lace to there. And then the rest of it is just round and round in the round. But both of them are finished to that stage. So we've got lace on both sleeves, and I've still to finish the bottom, which is probably just the, well, I tried it on yesterday, and I think a couple of inches of ribbon on the bottom, it'll be fine. I think she does about 3 on the pattern. And the pattern is bear with, the Koru by Anna Johanna, and it is a paid for pattern. The linen top, by the way, was a free pattern on Ravelry, but this one's paid for. I think it was about £8, £6 or £8, something like that. I know there's a difference, but they do it in dollars, don't they? So, but yeah. So I've still to do the ribbon on the neck. Can you see the ribbon on the bottom is quite long, quite deep. So I think I'm going to do a shorter ribbon, but like lengthen the body a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm loving it. I am going to run out of yarn again. Again, there's a little story for that one that I'll save to the end as well, because it's just funny. Okay, so that's living in my sheep's bag, one of my bags. Pop that in there so we don't lose that. So yeah, that's that one. My next whip, I'm absolutely in love with. Absolutely in love with. I adore this one. This one, I don't want to get this one off the needles. I just want to keep knitting and knitting and knitting this one, because I'm loving every single stitch. I've never done colour work before, so what is it, Fair Isle. So I'm using that's the one that's attached. Those two, which are where's the ball band? Life in the Long Grass, and this one is linen, 10% linen and 90% superwash merino. So that is that one. And there's all little, oh, that's vegetation, I don't know where that's come from. But there's all little speckles of browns and greens and blues. I don't know if it picks it up on the camera. That's Life in the Long Grass. And the other is bear with, Flaxen. And they're the earth tones that they do at Life in the Long Grass. Earth tones. It's an Irish, made in Ireland. But yeah, that's Flaxen. Just doing it the right way. Which is this one. I love that colour. It's absolutely beautiful. And the two together are making the most amazing fabric. So last time I saw you, I was there. I remembered to move the stitch marker. Well, actually put a stitch marker in. So now I am this far in. And I'm not in any hurry at all, as I said, to knit this one. And it's called Moon of My Life. But there's little bits of blue flecks in there and on the flaxen, on the sorry, on the linen. I just love the fabric it's making. It's so soft and squishy. It's going to be so lovely for the winter. Let me just, that's better. Absolutely loving every single stitch. I just want to keep knitting on this, and I don't want to knit on anything else at the minute, but that was a bit of me. Is anybody else like that? You knit a little bit of yourself into your knitting when you give it as a gift. So a little bit of me went into there. Yeah, my hair. But yeah, loving that. And it is called Moon of My Life, as I said. And the pattern is a free pattern on Ravelry. And I'm not going to even butcher the name again, because I think I butchered it last time. Not to spy. Don't know. Cretin Lichen. Nadia Cretin Lichen. She sounds like a French name, doesn't it? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Invariably I am. But yeah, I'm loving every stitch of that. I'm loving those colours together. They're absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. So yeah, one more. So let me just move that marker now while you're here, because I know that I'll forget to move it, and then we'll be like back to square one. Well, I can't remember where I knit to. So yeah, there we are. So next time you see it, hopefully, well no, not hopefully, like I say, I'm not in any hurry to knit that. I'm enjoying every single stitch of it. Beautiful. And that's living in one of my bags. Okay, what else have we got? So the next whip is a sock. And these are still Richard's socks. You know, he likes a long sock. This is a long sock. And the yarn is The Fallen by Dina's Home of Crafts, and it's a 4-ply 75-25 superwash merino and nylon. Just pop that back in there. And I do have two. I'm going to have to rip that heel back. Don't know what I've done, but I haven't got enough stitches. I was watching TV doing the heel and just made a mistake. What can I say? And I thought, no, it'll be all right, as you do. But if you can see, that one is perfect. Should I put it on a blocker? Oh, we might be able to see it a little bit better on the blocker. Excuse me while I just wreck the joint. What? Right. Should have done this before, shouldn't I? Make you watch it, all of this. You've probably turned off now. Oh, yawn. So yeah, then that's what we've got so far going on. But that leg is huge. He likes a long sock. And that is a long sock. Hey. So that one looks perfect. Well, it is perfect, the heel. Fish kiss lips heel, 68 stitches on 2.5mm circulars. You all know I love my circulars. And that's that one. And I don't know what I've done with this one, but I'm just going to have to rip that heel back because it's tiny, teeny tiny. I don't know what went on, but that will be ripped out later on, at some point today, I expect, and get re-knit. So they're getting there. They're getting there. You said last night, I haven't knit me any socks for ages. Well, I have. It's just because you like long socks, then they're going to take a longer time to do. I could have knit 2 pairs in the time that I've knit both of those legs. And they're living in this higher bag, which my circulars came in. The ducky darlings. Stitch marker attached there. Yes, loving those. The only other project I've been working on is my Battenberg blankets. As I said last time, I was loving it, loving life on this one. So I've done let's move that out there. So all of those squares so far in all the colours, all the colours. And I said last time there was no colours on those Shepshays. There is. I am as blind as a bat. It's my age. It's my age. There they are, look. And you probably saw them and thought, you blind girl, woman, what are you doing? But yeah, they are on there. So these are the colours that I'm using, which is similar to the colours. No, they are the same colours as is on the Nature's Walk blanket. Shepshies or Sheppies. And I'm also using the I've got none left of this one now. I've knit it all up, and this is the main square. So I've started putting them together, and I don't like the method of joining as you go, square on square. It just looks, I can't do it tidy, and this doesn't look much better at the minute because all my ends are not weaved in, but I'm joining that way. So I'm doing the length of the blanket, if that makes sense, if you can see. So that will be kind of that way. There we go. I should just 4 at a time, shouldn't I, really? And then join them at the end. But I have to make life awkward for myself because that's who I am. So that's as far as I've got so far. It looks like, oh, hold on, what that one is. That's a different, that one's crept in there. Stay in there now. I'm not pulling all these back off just to move that one. You can stay. You have a home. You're loved. So yeah. And I've got like a bunting going on at the minute. But yes, I'm going to join the width or the length till I think it's wide enough, and then kind of go back to the beginning, or turn it around and then join the next line, and then join the next line. So I've got quite a lot there to be joining on. I just haven't got enough of this one because that's what I'm joining it with on the back. So that's the back, which still looks beautiful. So yeah, that's loving that, and I'm spending lots and lots of time on that. Probably more time than I should do, but I'm loving it. What can I say? Who doesn't like a bit of crochet? Who doesn't love a little bit of crochet? And that's living now in my Mrs. D bag, because why not? With a little bear scratching himself and having a sleep under a tree with the bunnies and the bunting. I just love her bags, gorgeous. So yes, that one's loving life at the minute. So that's all of my whips thus far. So whips we tick. Next we've got acquisitions. As I said, it was my birthday this week, so Richard treated me to some new needles. Oh, is that light playing up again? And they're the Lick or Likey, I don't know. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Everybody seems to pronounce it different. But these are the, oh, what did you call them? I've forgotten. And I've thrown away the thing. Anyway, they're the short 3 inch, is it? Not brass, copper. Is it copper? I think it's a copper. You can either learn patina as you go, or you can buy a cloth, a polishing cloth, to keep them beautiful. So they come with. I've got these on. I'm knitting at the minute because I've been waiting. I've been sort of mentioning that I'd like some of these for quite some time now, the 3 inch shorties, and Lick have come out with this. I think this is their newest, and the cables are clear, so it comes with 4 cables, 4 cables. So you've got this length. Don't know what the lengths are. I've thrown all the things away because I'm just rubbish. And then I think that's a 24 inch. So that will be the 16, won't it? Ish, yeah. And then 2, like, I think they're 9 or 10 inch rounds, something like that anyway. But they fit your sleeves really, really well. They're fantastic for sleeves. And then you've got the little stoppers. There's 2 bags with 4 in each, and then the little connectors and bits and pieces. Absolutely, so far, love those. They're my new favourite needle at the minute. Second one being the blush, the Lick blush. I love those, and I love the case it comes in as well. It's like a little purse, isn't it? Just like a little purse. Love those. We went to Ironbridge yesterday, a little trip out, and got treated to some lovely yarn. As I said, I've already ordered 2 of the hot chocolate colourway from Kelly. So Nick's dyeing those for me, and I was absolutely blown away. I've never met Kelly before. I think I've spoke to her on Instagram a couple of times, but you know, you speak to so many people, she wouldn't remember who she spoke to, and I wouldn't either if, you know, you've got that many people. And excuse me. So we got there, and the shop was closed, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna throw myself in the river. But no, just as I was looking on my phone to see what time they opened or if they shut for lunch, they came walking up with Jeff, the famous lovely Jeff, and they'd been for a little walk along the river. Beautiful. Yeah, so we went in the shop, sat down, she made us a coffee, we had a lovely chat. It was like going to your mate's house for a coffee and a chat and to raid their wool stash. Seriously, you need, if you're in the area, or if you're, you know, local to Ironbridge, or even if you just fancy a day out, pop along and see Kelly and Nick. They are the most wonderful couple that I've ever met. Beautiful. Thank you both for such a hospitality. If you watch this, Kelly, thank you for your hospitality and you lovely people. So I bought 2 of these, which are, it's called the Colourways Battleship, 75% superwash merino, 25 nylon, 425 meters, 467 yards. I just love the labels, aren't they gorgeous? Look at the famous Ironbridge. hosting the world's premiere. What is it she says? Shropshire's premier vlogger. Beautiful, lovely, lovely girl. Highly recommend a visit. I've never ever been so welcomed in a place. I've got this one. This is called Jeff. Oh, lovely Jeff. And this is the 7525 Superwash Merino. Look at that colour. Look at all those speckles. They're gorgeous. Such a lovely colourway. And to go with that, I've already got a chestnut. One of these, chestnuts roasting it's called. I had one of these again in my Advent from Richard. So I've got 2 of these now and this. And I have a pattern in mind for that. See, there's method in the madness. I don't just buy for the sake of buying. I'm not just buying willy-nilly. I have a plan. So I downloaded this, well, I bought this pattern on Ravelry a couple of days ago. It is a paid for pattern. I think it was about £5.50 or something like that. And it's the Rosa jumper. Don't know if that's the Anna Devout. Anna Devout. See that? I'm probably butchering it. I am sorry. I'm totally rubbish for names. But that's it, yeah. I haven't done a V-neck jumper yet. And I love V-neck. I love a V-neck jumper. So yeah, that's going to be, so I'm going to do that at the top. So that will be the top bit coming down, and then I'm going to do the chestnut. I want them to look lovely together for the rest of it. So I'll probably do the top bit and halfway down the arm with this colour, or a quarter of the way, you know, sort of just over the shoulder bit, and then the rest in chestnut. But I'm loving all of those. My little stash, gosh, it's lovely. And I've got 2 more to come, which is the hot chocolate for my linen top. Yeah, spoiled. And then I also got a Blick needle gauge. I haven't actually opened this yet. I should do. Which is adorable. It's absolutely lovely. I love anything wooden. Anything wooden or natural. That's my jam. Isn't it beautiful? And it starts off at a 1.75 up to a 12. So yeah. Because old eyes can't read needles anymore. Sorry, all you needle manufacturers need to make them bigger. Or just give us needle gauges with our needles. Otherwise we have to come and buy them. A lot of needle manufacturers do actually. I think Hire. I don't think I've had a set of Hire yet. There hasn't included a needle gauge. But yeah, needles and a gauge. Who am I? So yeah, I can't wait to cast that on. Hopefully that will be on the needles next time I see you. I'm never going to get anything off the needles at this rate, am I? Just keep casting on and say, oh well. I think I like the cast on process. I'm a process knitter. I've come to the conclusion I'm a process knitter. Once it gets to the round and round, I'm done. I don't know, I'm so over it. So over it. So I also had some dies, little dies, to have a little play at dyeing. Invariably, I'll think of a colourway that I would like to knit something in, and you know, you look at a pattern and you think, oh, that'd be nice in that colour, and then you can't get it. So I'm not saying that I'm going to be able to make that colour, but I have made 2 lovely colours. Well, 3 actually. No, 2. I made 2. Richard made 1. So these are going to become something at some point. But not bad for a first go, I think. And that looks like eucalyptus to me. I think it's coming up a little bit more grey on the screen, but there's more greens and greys and little speckles of blue. And this one, I just went a bit mad. But I actually really enjoyed the process. Very enjoyable. So that's another thing. I'm just going to be having lots of dyes. Stuff to dye now. Buying lots of wool to dye because I absolutely loved it. Yeah. I know Alex from My Yarny Corner, she did a similar thing. Buying, she had, I think she got it one for her birthday or for Christmas or something. But Richard did this, which is lovely. I'm not into reds and purples and all of those kind of colours, but there's a little bit of everything there, I think. But he actually enjoyed it as well. Can't see him ever becoming a dyer. He had a little play, bless him. He's very supportive. He always supports everything. So yeah, I'm loving the little play with the dyes. So that's it. That's it for my acquisitions, whips, finished objects. So the next bit is just going to be my shop update. So if you're only here for the knitting and the fibre content, thank you so much for joining me. You're always very welcome, and it's lovely to see you. A little bit of time out in the knitting world is always, what is it Kelly said? Better than therapy. So thank you for joining me. I'm just going to disappear under the table for a second. I'll be back. I haven't abandoned ship. Oh, I'm gone. I should have got these out before, shouldn't I? It's right to the bottom. Oh. Okay, so I've only got 3 different materials that I've actually made up into bags that are going to be going into the shop this week. I've actually got a sale on in the shop at the minute, so everything that's in there at the minute is 20% off if you want to pop along and have a look. So that one is the first, and again it's the handle, fully lined. There's no pocket on this one or inside, because I just forgot. And I've got the black and white one. I love this one. It's got pockets. It's got pockets. Pockets, pockets, pockets. I'll sing on the vlog. Oh dear. So that one's fully lined in black inside. With the usual handle. Pockets, 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 pockets. that's that one. And these are 14, let me see, 14 by 10.5 ish, that one. It's 14 by 11. They all vary. You cut the material the same and they all come up a little bit different, and I absolutely adore this one. I might have to keep this one if this doesn't sell, because this is similar to my Mrs. D bag and I love these colours. And that's again fully lined. It's got pockets on the front, 2 big huge pockets. Okay. Disappear my hand in there with my handle and everything. So yeah, so those are my new additions to pop into the shop this week at some point. They're quite big as well, but they all are. I need to start making some smaller ones, I think, which I think I have. I have actually got a couple of smaller ones in the shop at the minute. But, yeah, and that, as they say, is a wrap. Now that's something you eat, isn't it? Well, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your company. Hope you are doing well wherever you are in the world. Hope you're enjoying your projects, whatever you're knitting on, and hope life's treating you really well. Pop some comments down below. I'd love to hear from you all and see what you're doing and what you're knitting on. Tell me what you're knitting on. Yeah, blankets, whatever it is, a sock, a leg warmer, wrist warmer, whatever it is. I love hearing your what you're making and what you're working on. So thank you for joining me again, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.